Radon is an odorless, colorless, and tasteless gas that's found naturally in the ground, and it's deadly. It's most commonly associated with basements like where I am, but it can creep into other levels of your home if allowed to. The EPA says radon causes about 21,000 lung cancer deaths in the U.S. each year. It's the second leading cause of lung cancer deaths after cigarette smoke. And listen to this. The CDC says that people who smoke and are exposed to radon are at a 10 times greater risk of developing lung cancer compared to those non-smokers exposed to the same radon levels.
Do you think your average person knows how dangerous radon can be?
I would say probably not, but that's why we do a lot of social media messaging and things like that to get that message out there so people are aware.
Now you should test your home if it's never been tested or radon levels are unknown, and before making any changes in your home where people would be spending more time in the basement or lower level, like converting a basement to a bedroom or a living room, or when you're preparing to buy or sell a home. And lastly, test after any renovations, especially if you've just made repairs to reduce radon levels. Hancock says anytime a radon test is completed, the homeowner gets the results, but they're also sent to the local health departments.
We do see a significant number of houses coming back at that threshold that the EPA has deemed harmful and the time to mitigate, and that's at 4 picocuries per liter or higher.
This isn't just a Northern Kentucky issue. Maps from the EPA show the entire tri-state is at elevated risk. More than half of southwest Ohio is at the highest risk level. Meanwhile, Northern Kentucky shows mostly in the elevated risk with a few counties in red, and it's a similar situation in southeast Indiana. Now the fix is actually pretty simple. A system is set up to just pull the radon gas out of your basement or crawl space and vent it to the outside air. Just think like an exhaust fan. Now even if your home has been tested in the past, doesn't mean it's safe years later. You want to do this every 5 years or so to make sure that radon isn't coming up through any cracks that may have formed in your foundation or in your walls. In Florence, I'm Christian Hauser. Back to you.
You can always find our local 12 stories right here on YouTube. Don't forget to tap subscribe, and then you can get all the notifications.